Hey guys, how you doing today? See who we got in the room here. Looks like we got Lucky Dog in here. We got Burning Up the Roads in here. We'll wait a few minutes to see whether or not we get a couple more people in here. We got lots of stuff to talk to about today, about how to improve your YouTube channel, how to get more views, and how to get them clicks. So, and a little bit about how to make money on YouTube. So hopefully we get a few people in here. I know we didn't really get a chance to have anyone shove anybody over here. So as people come in here, if not, they can always catch it on the replay. So first thing I'm going to go ahead and pop up here is, if you're not familiar with my background, I'll go ahead and pop it up right here. This is my certification credentials. I've worked in IT for many years. I've been working in IT since the early 90s, and I am certified in a number of things, including Microsoft Server, SQL Server, Exchange Server, SharePoint, Cisco, CompTIA certifications, A+ certification, Network Plus certification, as well as Proxim, Polycom, SonicWall, and many others. So very familiar with technology as a whole. I also have background in running internet service providers, web hosting, web design, things of that nature. So just to throw out a little bit of background as far as what I have, as far as certification and knowledge from years past, as well as you, if you're here, you're probably more than likely familiar with our channel on YouTube, Northwoods RV Life. So I'll go ahead and I'll drop that down. All right. Looks like we got Moondance, RVing, Gun to the Dogs just dropped in. Thanks for joining us. So we're going to talk about quite a few things today. So if you're in the room, I highly suggest if you have a piece of paper and a pencil, grab one. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. Try to jot down what you can here and there. And you can always come back and replay this too if you don't have pen and paper available with you. You can come back and watch this on the replay and try to get some of the useful information that we're going to provide today. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go out here and I'm going to share a little notepad document I have with a list of a few of the things that we're going to cover today. Today we're not doing an actual channel review like we did last time. If you missed that, a couple weeks ago we did a channel review on Burning Up the Roads, and that live stream was here on this channel on Tuber Guru on YouTube, and you can go back and watch that, and it pretty much applies to everyone's channel. We went into detail pretty much across the board, and we're going to try to dive a little bit deeper in each of these categories here today and try to explain some of these things a little bit more. That applies to everyone's channel, not anyone individually. So, all right. So one of the first things what we're going to talk about today is the importance of knowing your target audience. So I'll go ahead and I'll drop that down here while we talk. But so item number one is your target audience. In order to grow on YouTube, you can't go out and try to target a very broad aspect of people. You need to decide pretty early what your channel is going to be about and who's going to be watching that those videos and find that information useful. So first and foremost, you have to know who it is that's watching your videos. And this is sometimes a challenge for a lot of people because they might be starting a channel just because they have an interest in something. And as they start to get bigger and grow and they start to realize that, you know, my audience might not actually be about what I want to give them. I need to do videos as what they want and need. So sometimes your perspective will change over time. Hi, James Cantonese. Thanks for dropping in today. So as your channel evolves, you may start to change different directions based on what you start to see gets views, what it doesn't get views. But always keep in mind that this is about your audience. It's not about what technically you want to share if you want to grow. If you want to share, that's fine. What you want, that's fine. But it may or may not grow your channel, and you may not, ever get to where you want to be. It's all about providing value to a certain group of people, and that's your target audience. So once we have our target audience defined, and this is so important, you've probably heard pretty much anybody that you've ever seen when they try telling you how to, make your channel grow. They tell you to niche down in your niche, and the smaller you are, the more important that is. As you grow, you get bigger, you can kind of expand out a little bit. But when you're first starting out, you have to niche down. You have to not waver from what you're doing, even though you may want to. You have to break it down to say, okay, I'm sticking to this. And, here in the RV community, you have a couple different variances of what you're going to do, and you can even niche down within that, because within the RV community, you might only be a travel channel. So maybe you only want to do videos on traveling, destinations, things like that. You might be an RV channel that wants to do how-to videos, how to organize your RV, how to upgrade your RV, how to do all these things. And you may have to, if you're not getting the views, you're not getting the following, you may have to kind of shrink it down into a smaller group for a while until things start to grow a little bit and you can expand from that. No matter what, you want to stay within the RV niche. If this is what your channel is about, you want to stick within that. Now, that's not saying you can't do some things, because but you just have to understand that the more you stick to your guns on this, probably the faster you're going to grow with subscribers and views, because your viewers are coming back and they're seeing this content that they originally subscribed for. They came to you for RV travel videos, and that's what they subscribed for. Maybe they're not into the how-tos and things like that. So trying to, keep that niche small will help you grow when you are small. Now, like I said, as you grow, you can kind of expand out a little bit, loosen that up a little bit. I know our channel does. We do some RV adventures. We don't really get a lot of views on the RV adventures, but we do put them out there. Most of our views comes from the kind of the RV how-to market, things of that nature. And then we also do outdoor cooking, which is loosely related to the RV niche. But we'll get into a little bit of how we make that work as we've grown. When we first started out, our outdoor cooking videos really didn't get views. And that's because we wasn't sticking to that tight niche, of what was working. And sometimes it's hard because you have to put out stuff to find out what is working and what's not working. So, don't get me wrong. But once you find out what's starts working, you have to stick to it and keep driving that, because that's what's going to help you. We're talking about starting from zero here. So when you're first putting out videos, you're not going to know. You can have the target audience that you want to be there, and you may alter from that once you start seeing what videos you put out works and what don't. But once you find what works, stick to it. Niche down to it. Grow a little bit before you're worried about expanding topics that you're doing. Try to keep it tight and what your subscribers are there for. So, hi, Aaron. Thanks for joining us over here. But yes, you want to stick to the niche. You don't want to alter from it. Doing so will drive your subscribers away if you don't stick to it. So keep to your niche, and it's very important to appease your target audience. So this is what this is all about, your target audience, and pleasing them what they subscribe for. All right, I'm going to pop our list back up here. So number 2 item that we're going to talk about is value proposition right here. So we'll go ahead and let's talk about value proposition. Now that you've identified your target audience, you know who wants to watch your video. Now, before you can provide them with what they want, or maybe they need to know what, you have to provide them because they don't know when they first hit your channel, is do you need a second moderator? Hint. Yeah, sure, Aaron, I can add you on as a moderator here. Or actually, let's see if I can do that here. I'm not actually in YouTube. I'm over on StreamYard, so let me come over here to the channel. And we'll come into live over here, and we will add Aaron as a moderator here. I know Lori's in here, but she was busy doing other things as well. So, add moderator. There you go, Aaron. Now you're a moderator. Okay, so we're talking about value proposition now. So now that we know what our target audience is, what value are we going to give to them? What is our videos going to provide them that's going to keep them coming back, wanting to subscribe? So this is kind of an important part that a lot of people don't think of when they first start their YouTube channel. They think, yeah, I do this, I enjoy this, I want to just put out videos. You have to provide value for it to be watched. This is part of the reason why a lot of live streams don't get rewatched afterwards, because of the lack of value that it may apply to the people who come to see it on the replay. So that's why you'll see on our Northwoods RV Life, our Wednesday night live streams, we try to front load them with content that's usable content, so that if somebody watches it on the replay, that it's maybe something that may be valuable to them, to let them stick around a little bit and watch before they decide, well, this maybe isn't for me, and take off from that video. But just like running a business, every business has a tagline. Nike says, just do it. Or, every business has a tagline. And it's kind of either a motto or a value proposition, one of the two. So what you're going to see here, and let me go ahead and pop up our channel here. All right, so you're going to see right here on our channel, up at the top in the channel art. I know Aaron just got off of a live stream with Pause and Effect, Brad over there, doing channel reviews, and they were talking a little bit about this. Your channel art should show what your channel's about, and it should also offer to the first-time person landing there not only an idea of what your channel is about, but what value are they going to get out of it. Your channel art is your first impression for anyone who hits your channel before they even ever watch a video. They might only watch one of your videos and then go look at your channel, and you want to make the best first impression you can. Let them try to get all the information they can out of it. So our value proposition, and we suggest everybody have their value proposition on their channel art. Even if you don't have a value proposition, at least have a motto, something along that lines. Now, we have an actual value proposition. You'll hear us say it in the front of our videos. It's on our channel art here, and that's "We RV because of freedom is an adventure. We're finding ours, and you can too." So this is what we are trying to provide value to you, the viewer. Is we're trying to provide the value that we're showing you how to achieve freedom by way of adventure. So it kind of gives you a chance. Some people like to use for value proposition maybe a play on words, or another one that I'll show you here. after we did the channel review a couple of weeks ago for Burning Up the Roads, I did the channel art for them. So let me go ahead and I'll pull up their channel here. To Burning Up the Roads. Okay, so we did channel art for them. They're still working on thumbnails. They have the thumbnail template and stuff. And if we get into a chance later in this live, maybe I'll show you how to try to apply some of that as well. So anyways, right here, we did a channel art for them. They sent me the little cartoon car that's right here. They didn't have a logo. They didn't have channel art, so we had to kind of start from scratch. So the first thing I did is I created a logo. And because I had a cartoon car, kind of everything needed to be cartoon. Sometimes that works for you. Sometimes it all depends on what you're going to do. You don't want look like everyone else. I know Brad and Aaron talked a little bit about, everyone kind of having the Toonstead cartoons, and all the channels are starting to look alike. You want to kind of keep some sort of look and feel of your channel to be you. So that's why usually when I do channel art for people, usually I ask them, send me a couple varieties of pictures to work with. Send me pictures of, your face, maybe standing in a scenic background if possible, maybe some scenic backgrounds that you've taken personally. And I tell you to do those things because of licensing issues, so that, anything that you've taken is yours. But if they do send me a cartoon to work with, then we have to kind of try to create all this other stuff to fill the space with cartoon stuff so that it all looks okay. So you can see here, I created a logo, and then I also include the logo here. And it's important when you're doing the channel art that certain sections right here, I don't know if you can see my mouse right here, but certain sections get chopped off. Only that middle section will be seen on mobile devices. This is important because more than 60% of your viewers are more than likely going to be mobile users. They're not going to see the stuff to the right. They're not going to see the stuff to the left. So the section right here in the middle, this is your meat and potatoes of introducing your channel. So you want to make sure that this section right here is kind of rock solid of what you're doing. Now, normally I suggest having your name here. And also, if you have a value proposition or a tagline. Now, when we did this, Burning Up the Roads did not have a value proposition. So I kind of made up a simple little tagline of "Come along with us." Something to intrigue the viewer to, hey, come on, subscribe and follow along with us. So let me go ahead and I'll pop back over here to the chat here. So, okay, so we'll come here in the chat and look here a little bit, see what's going on. It looks like Aaron's talking about evergreen content. Yes, evergreen content is important because it's going to continue to get you views. This is one of the things that live streams usually, unfortunately, don't get you, is continuing views after the live stream. So that's why channels that only do live streams have a really hard time of growing. Okay, so he's talking about evergreen content. Okay. Instead of not saying anything, I'll say, hey, from Farm Okie. Thanks for joining us, Farm Okie. Okay. Channel art looks great on the Burning Up the Roads. Great job, Corey. Thanks, Lucky Die. If you like the content, yeah, go ahead and make sure you hit that thumbs up on this. So anyways, this kind of gives you the idea as far as value proposition is, when somebody first hits your channel, you want them to know what you're about and what value you have. Two most important things when somebody lands on your channel, the very first thing is those two things. And you do that by, one, trying to look as professional as possible, having good channel art, having good logo, having good thumbnails. All those things are your brand. And we talked a little bit about branding a couple of weeks ago when we did the channel review for Burning Up the Roads. Branding's important because it is your first impression. So make sure that first thing on your list, if you're writing these things down, make sure I have good branding. Channel art, logo, thumbnails. Your thumbnail should be your own. I always, some people put just pictures, the default. You can do so much more with it. I usually suggest try to do bright colors. It's another thing I'll ask people when they want me to do channel art for them is on top of those pictures, I'll say, what's your favorite color? Preferably a bright color. You don't want dark colors. You don't, somebody comes back with black or dark blue, I'm going to tell them, no, give me something lighter. I've done a lot of them kind of in magenta, teal, red, orange, things like that. Things that stand out because you want your thumbnail to stand out next to other thumbnails. So colors that are brighter tend to do that. They tend to pop a little bit when people do the search, and it helps them stand out. Oh, here's a free download. Thanks, Aaron. And if we have time, I'm going to shoot, like I said, later in the live stream, maybe we'll show you how to be able to do a thumbnail inside TubeBuddy. And the channel art that I do give people, I will give them a thumbnail channel art that will work in TubeBuddy for putting the overlay over the thumbnail and things of that. So maybe we can get into that if we don't go too long here today. So, okay, so next on our list, we're going to come back to our notepad document here. All right, good drink. My throat's a little scratchy from camping this last weekend. We actually got out and did some camping over the Memorial Day weekend. Some of that campfire smoke and outdoor cool air has kind of got my throat a little scratchy this week. So number 3, preparing your channel. This is some of the things that we covered last week when we did the channel review. Branding. Branding is important. Make sure you're creating playlists. As you start to create a library of videos, you want to start putting them into collections of videos and using them in playlists. And we'll get more into playlists in a few minutes here. But make sure that you're putting videos into playlists. Try to break them up into groups of however. Maybe you have a certain series you're doing. Maybe you have a playlist from a certain destination or things like that. We break down playlists. We do a lot of videos in Mackinac City, Michigan. So we have a Mackinac City, Michigan playlist. We have a Blackstone playlist for Blackstone cooking stuff. And then I have a playlist for like RV upgrades and stuff like that. So we've got multiple playlists, and one video can be in multiple playlists. So this is a good way sometimes when you're small to make it look like you have content. Oh, my LED light back here is flashing. Let me turn him off so we don't have a flashing effect over here. All right. Okay, so next after playlist is customizing your channel page. Just about every channel that first comes to me and says, hey, what am I doing wrong? Or hey, take a look at my channel. Almost none of them are utilizing the customized channel. They just have a simple just the uploads and maybe a created playlist, and that's it. And this is one of the items that Burning Up the Roads has not gotten to yet. Sorry if I'm picking on you guys, but you're a good example and you're here in the room. So let me go ahead and pull up their channel here again. It was to kind of display what I'm talking about. Now, they have started this a little bit. They do got a trailer video on here now, which is important. Make sure you're using trailer videos. Help introduce yourself to first-time people. But this down here is just the default upload created playlist section that's on your YouTube. And you can do so much more with this and actually try to present your channel the way you want people to see it. And we'll get into that when we get to optimizing playlists. So, all right. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to our notepad here. Okay, so customizing channels, using links. Now, there's multiple things you can do where you can use links in your channel. And the main part of the links that are in your About section or at the bottom of your channel art, I know Aaron was kind of talking about the only thing he uses there for that, and instead of letting people click off onto some other platform and get off of YouTube. The one thing I do suggest, though, I actually like having them up there because I have multiple things. I never put any type of thing like PayPal, Patreon. It just seems like you're begging when you put that stuff up there in the front. I wouldn't do that at all. One thing that we do, though, is when you put this together, what? Lori's looking at me. Yes. I was talking about what was on the list. Sorry, Lori's checking to make sure I'm on track. All right, so when we come to our page, you'll see I do have the links right here. The one thing I do suggest, though, is that when you put them in, the first link, make sure it's YouTube. And that's because, as you can see right here, the first link gives the long name description of whatever you have typed in there for it. And ours, we put in type subscribe to YouTube. And I do that for a couple of reasons. One, it gives them another subscribe button that's in front of their face. And two, my channel art, I usually try to put a subscribe here with an arrow pointing straight to it, directing them, hey, right here, remind them, there's a subscribe button here. Make sure you click it. But I do also put our Facebook, Instagram, our website, and our RV Life Store, which is our Amazon affiliate store, that allows people to try to connect with us in different ways. I don't get so worried about people clicking here to go off the channel, more so than I do somebody on a video clicking and removing them from YouTube to a different spot. More so because when it comes to the algorithm, if they watch a video and click off, it kind of puts a bad taste in the algorithm about your video. But doing it from here, from the channel page, it's not doing that like it does when you're going from a video. When you're on a video, you want somebody to watch another one of your videos. Where here, they're not on a video yet, so I don't worry about it as much here. All right. So Aaron says they camp every day. Yep, he's working as a work camper right now. A playlist, YouTube playlist, is a collection of videos. Yep. Yep, collection of videos. Okay. And let's see here. So the other spot where you can see links is in the About section. And this right here will pretty much mimic the links that you have up in your channel art right here. You have all your links, and it'll actually show a few more links down here than it will up the channel art. It only shows just a handful up the channel art, but you can have extra links down here. Should always fill out your About section, give somebody a clue who you are and what you're about, what your channel's about. Okay. So that is links. Okay. Like I said, I wouldn't include PayPal or Patreon links in there. Last thing you want to do is look like you're wanting something from the viewer before they get something from you. You want to provide them value, and then, if you're wanting donations or Patreon, members and stuff like that, that's stuff you can put in your descriptions. And if they really like you, they can go do it. Maybe it's something you ask for at the end of your videos. If you like the content, there's things, whatever. But you don't throw it right straight up front in front of somebody and, and look like you're begging. So, all right, so back to our list. All right, so we've covered links. Now let's cover right here, optimizing playlists. Now there's lots of things that we can do with playlists. that fortunately so many people don't take advantage of. And we're going to go into some detail here. And let me come here to all right, and I'm going to go ahead and switch my user back here to the Northwoods. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cover the customizing of the home tab here on your YouTube channel, your default page that it lands on. Now, the one thing people don't usually take advantage of is that you can use playlists to display content in groupings on your homepage. And we talked a little bit about this a couple weeks ago, and we're going to talk about it again because it's that important. So we can come to Customize Channel. Okay. And you can see all these sections in here. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, right here at the bottom, you see this little button. Make sure you can see it right here. Yep. This little button at the bottom says Add Section. Now, unfortunately, what a lot of people do is when they come in here, they come to playlist, they come to the very top one and say created playlist. That's great. It puts your playlist out there, but you can see it blocks half the thumbnail, and it's the first thumbnail in the playlist. So it's not really giving a true representation of what's in that playlist. I don't like that. I want somebody to, if I'm going to spend all my time on my thumbnails and I want to make it look great and I want to get that click, I don't want to cover it up. And I surely don't want to only show the first one in the playlist. So if you can see how I lay them out, is I lay them out as single playlist. So I can come out here as single playlist. And then down here under my playlist, you have the option to choose which playlist you want to add. Like say I wanted to do our Lighthouse series, which we only have a couple videos in. But say if I wanted to do that, right here, that'd be that playlist. And I can say done. And you'll see now at the bottom of the page, there's a playlist here that has both those lighthouses into it. And if I want to move this section, because it always adds it to the bottom, but say I want to move it up, right over here on the side, move my mouse around here. Hopefully you can see that tracking. There's a little up arrow. And I can click him and I can reorganize these. So I can go up. I can go back down. I can put him anywhere I want. And I can truly customize my homepage for what I want. Now, I don't necessarily want him in there, so I'll go to Edit, and I'll click Delete, and they'll just remove it from the homepage. It won't delete the playlist. It'll just take it off the homepage because that's what we're working on, is that we're just laying out a nice look of our homepage. This is great for small creators who maybe don't have much content yet. You say you have 20 videos. You don't really have that much content yet to have out there. If you have just the plain upload section that YouTube gives you by default, it's probably only showing 6 of your 20 videos. If you create playlists and divide up the content a little bit, you might be able to display all 20 of your videos on the homepage openly as a full thumbnail, and it kind of helps somebody think that you have more content. Most people will only kind of glance over your channel. Maybe they've watched one video. They'll go to your channel to kind of glance over it. Oh, let's see what they're about. What else do they have? They might glance at it and they hit subscribe. They might glance at it and say, well, they're not really putting effort in their channel. I'm not going to worry about subscribing. If I see another one of their videos, I'll see it. But why should I subscribe to somebody who don't put much effort in their channel? This is why impressions are important. All right, so back to the live stream here. So go ahead and pop him down right there. So does anyone have any questions thus far about the things we've covered as far as target audience, value propositions, getting your channel ready to, one, look professional and try to perform better? Is everyone kind of following along with that? If you are, go ahead and type a Y over here in the chat. Let me know that, hey, we're good. And we will get ready to move on from there. So the next thing that we're going to cover is understanding hashtags versus YouTube tags. Now, I've done a couple videos on our Facebook group, as well as in a couple of videos before talking about it. And people always confuse hashtags and YouTube tags. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover that a little bit, so everyone is perfectly clear on what the differences are and how we use them. What? Okay. Well, I'll get to questions. Tuber Guru on YouTube. Do you add your, or how do you add your email? All that will be filled out in the about sections. You can go to, application tab, go back to my page here. Under the about section, okay, right here there is a section that has your spot for you to put your email. And there's an edit button, a little edit pencil right here. You can click that, and that's going to take you to where you can enter in what email you want there, and whether or not you want to have it private or allow people to send you information if you want your email in there. So that's where that goes, is straight into your about section. Okay. So I'm not sure, do we? Well, we're still here. We're lagging a little bit, but okay. So back to my channel. Okay. So we're going to, so we're on hashtags and versus YouTube tags. So let me come back here, get back on track here, get my mind back on track of where we're at here. So we're going to go ahead and I'll come into our video section of our management studio. And we're going to come in here and I'll come down and I'll click on the details of one of our videos and kind of describe the difference between hashtags and YouTube tags. Okay, hashtags. I'll cover a couple things really quickly with hashtags. One, they do not work in YouTube the way they do on Instagram. Flat out, they don't work the same. Remember that. Two, they belong in your description, not your title. Put hashtags in the description. And three, no more than 15 total. You know, anything more than that, the YouTube algorithm will penalize you for over tagging your video. So they'll stop promoting you because you're trying to front load with tags. They don't want that. They want content. They don't want just now. If you, you'll see down here below the description in your video details, there's a section that says tags. Okay. This is your YouTube tags. These are tags that you put into your details of your video to try to rank for search. These come in common with your titles, your description, your YouTube tags. Those three things come together to try to rank and search. These tags do not have hashtags. They do not belong. Hashtags don't belong there. They are keyword phrases, typically, sometimes a single word. But if you're looking up your keyword research, trying to figure out how to get your video to rank and search, then and we'll actually come to one of our videos that ranks very good in search. Let's see if I come down here. Go to the next page. So you can kind of see what I mean by ranking. Oh, the internet is slow today. Okay, we're going to pop up our More Ride storage box. We rank very well on this video. So if I come down to YouTube tags, okay, see all these little green numbers next to these names? Those are search rankings. So based on, I have my YouTube buddy to do those numbers based on incognito mode in Chrome. So it's not giving me numbers that are posted because it's me. But each one of those numbers represents the position that tag ranks in search. And these are based on title, description, tags. Now, there's more that goes into that, and maybe we can cover that into another live stream that goes more into details of keyword search. But basically, in your video, this is what makes those up as far as whether or not you rank in a search term. Every channel is going to rank differently. You can't go out and steal someone's name, description, and tags and think that you're going to rank next to them, because unfortunately the algorithm is smarter than that. It kind of there's some stuff in there that it bases kind of your ability to rank based on your ability in the past. Channel averages, how often or how many comments do you normally get on a video, how many views do you normally get on a video, how much watch time you normally get on a video. All of these things come together along with search rankings to try to position you in search. So, but this is YouTube tags. It's the only place YouTube tags belong, is in the section of tags in the video detail. Hashtags should be in your description, not in the title. I see so many people try to put it in the title because they think my title's searchable, I need to have it in the title. Not the case. YouTube hashtags are searchable within the description. So that is one thing that people mistake on. They belong in the description. You'll also see on here, usually I put the first 3 tags, hashtags, in the video will appear above the video title when people are viewing that that video. If we come here to our chicken sandwich video we did here a few weeks back, you'll see right in here in the description, I have a spot. I have 3 tags here. I have the Northwoods RV Life, hashtag the Northwoods RV Life, hashtag RV Camp Kitchen, and hashtag Northwoods Crew. That's what we nickname our fan base, the Northwoods Crew. And I'll show you what that looks like when we actually go to the video. Let me come back down here. So if I actually come to that video, And I'll go ahead and just stop the video so you don't have to listen to my spiel there. So right here you can see hashtags. At the very top, let me kind of peek in the chat, see if anyone's got anything, questions that they're asking here. So it helps the channel if we comment instead of just clicking the thumbs up. Both are engagement during, whether people leave comments, thumbs up. Try to do both if you can. It's all engagement. The more engagement it gets, the more it'll get pushed. And this is okay. This is the same thing with any social media platform. The more engagement that something gets, the more people see it. The more what's called reach. It reaches more people, more impressions that people see it, based on the amount of engagement that it gets. So, anyways, back to our video here. You can see right here above the title, there's 3 hashtags shown here. There's some guidelines about these 3 hashtags. And that is these 3 hashtags right here are, you'll see 3 if it's on desktop. You'll see 2 if it's on mobile. So think of that when you're creating your first 3 hashtags, which is more important. Because if, say, 80% of your viewers are mobile users, and you don't want your most important hashtag to be the 3rd one because they're never going to see it, and it's never really going to help you. The other thing with these is that if you tag a location to the video, sorry, like I said, my voice is very scratchy. If you tag a location to the video, that overrides those 3 hashtags completely, and it'll list only the location right here. So that's something to keep in mind when you're working with this. Is those 3 first hashtags. It don't matter if you put 15 in the description. Only the first 3 is going to show up on desktop. Only the first 2 is going to show up on mobile. And so with that, before I move on to the next section about hashtags, is everyone good now? The difference between a hashtag and a YouTube tag. If you are, go ahead and put a Y in the chat so I know everyone understands the difference of the 2 tags, so that when I move into the next section, no one's really confused on which one we're talking about. All right. All right. Okay, so this next section I'm going to talk about is how to use hashtags. There's a lot of confusion of how people use hashtags, because if you remember back, I told you number one thing with hashtags is they do not work the way they do on Instagram. Instagram and Twitter is kind of like where hashtags, were born, and it's been hodgepodged into other social medias like Facebook and YouTube, and they don't work the same here. They are searchable on YouTube, but unlike Instagram, Instagram, you can follow a hashtag. So anytime somebody hashtags something and you follow that, you'll see it. Farmoki says she's confused about a lot. Well, hopefully we don't cause you too much undue stress here. So, okay, so you can always come back and watch this later too if you're confused at any of this and need to go at a little slower pace. Feel free, come back, watch it, watch a section, pause it, try to find it on your channel, and things like that. So it's great about the replays is you can come back and do those things. So anyways, with hashtags, they don't work the same as Instagram. People can't subscribe to them. People typically don't search them on YouTube as much as they do on Instagram. Mostly because hashtags are relatively new in just the last 2 or 3 years on YouTube, and they're just not used that way here. But there is ways that we can try to benefit from using them. Now, obviously, we got 15 hashtags that we can use in our description. And everyone thinks kind of like Instagram, like, say, okay, I'm doing a Blackstone griddle video, and I should put hashtag Blackstone griddle. And the problem with that is that if you look at something here, let me come here and I'll share something with you, and we'll kind of try to explain this visually so you can see it better. Okay, so if I come to Chrome tab and I come to this YouTube thing right here, and say I search Blackstone griddle. Okay, so you're going to see on one of my videos did pop up, but as you come down through the list, you're going to find repeat with that search. There's too much stuff out there that's Blackstone. So for me to put a Blackstone griddle on my video, even though it is about Blackstone griddles, is somebody really going to find me based on the hashtag? The chances are pretty slim. But, and then unfortunately, that's why some people will say don't use hashtags, because they are using them the way that they do on Instagram. But we can leverage them in our favor. And that's because hashtags are just a made-up thing. You can hashtag anything. But if it doesn't have a lot of stuff to it, no one's going to search it, right? No one's going to search my hashtag whatever. True. But if we come back to that chicken sandwich video, I'll show you a little something. So we come back to this video. So this is where it comes into play of those first 3 hashtags above the title. Another thing I don't want to do with this is, okay, like that Blackstone griddle hashtag we just looked at, I don't want that to be one of the first 3 hashtags that pop up. Somebody clicks on that, they're probably not going to see one of my videos. So why would I put it in front of their face? Don't do that. If somebody clicks something that I'm putting right here above my title, I'm putting it right in front of their face. I want them to see more of my stuff. That only makes sense, right? After all, the YouTube algorithm, if somebody watches one of my videos and then they watch another one of my videos, YouTube starts to think, hey, you really like this creator. I'm going to start suggesting these videos to you more often. That's where this makes sense. These first three hashtags, you should only use if you can dominate that search term. Now, I used to use the hashtag Camp Kitchen. And I'll show you a little something. If I come in here, Camp Kitchen, I search hashtag Camp Kitchen. Pops up a couple of my videos. Kind of sporadic. Nothing that I would say I dominated. No guarantee that anyone's going to really click my next video. They might click someone else's video. We don't want that, right? Okay, so we're going to come back to our video again, and you're going to see I no longer use that hashtag. What I did is I went out and tried searching YouTube and find a hashtag that no one else uses. I don't want anyone else to use the hashtag for these first 3 hashtags here. I want them to be mine. There's a reason I want them to be mine. People aren't finding me by that hashtag. The only thing they're using it for is to click on right here. So now I use the hashtag RV Camp Kitchen. And when somebody clicks on that, it does a YouTube search on RV Camp Kitchen. And what do they see? Video after video after video. Nothing but my content. Oh, look. It found my playlist. Yeah, my playlist. Playlists are searchable. Some people don't know that. Playlists are actually searchable. How? We put a hashtag in the description of the playlist. And it found it. Now, not only do all them videos there, they go, oh, look, he has an entire playlist. Let me click that. Ain't that great? Give them what they want. Give them what they don't know that they want. Give them a hashtag that shows them my content. That's what this is all about. Those first 3 hashtags should always show your stuff. So the hashtag Northwoods RV Life obviously should have a hashtag if you're going to use them. That is, your name. Again, somebody clicks on that, searches Northwoods RV Life hashtag. What do they find? They find our channel. They find more of our videos. Great things, I'm pushing back in front of them. This is where hashtags are useful on YouTube. No one's going to search a hashtag and find you unless they've clicked it from one of these 3 hashtags. This is good, guys. This is good watch time. This is more videos. This people on your stuff. All right. So that's what you use hashtags for. So what you guys think about that? What do you think about hashtags? You think you're going to start using them now? Yeah, definitely come back and watch the video if you're having trouble keeping up or don't have the means to write down notes and things of things to try. But watch the video. Walk through your own channel as you watch it, and just try to keep up that way. Come back. You can watch it over and over again and work through your stuff. So, but yeah, these hashtags, unfortunately, so many people tell you don't bother with them. Some people will ask if they show up in analytics, and the question is no. There is not a spot in analytics yet that shows views from hashtags. They will simply show as views from YouTube search. So that's something to think of, is that you're not going to see these on analytics to be able to say, yeah, this has helped. But hey, let's give them a link right in front of their face. All right. Let's see here. Moondance, RV and Gun with the Dog says, thank you. Good points all the way through. Yep, we got lots more yet to come here. So I knew this was probably going to be a long one today. So we're at an hour now, but we can probably easily go another hour. So, all right. So we're going to go back to our list now that we've covered hashtags. Okay. So we've covered this one. So now we're going to talk a little bit about promoting your channel and other social media. Okay. Basic rule of thumb when it comes to social media. This will be any social media, whether you're Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. YouTube, whether you think it or not, is social media. It follows the same guidelines of all other social media. And that is, and I know Aaron's talked about this in some of the channel reviews he's been in and stuff. When it comes to social media, they don't like you leaving their platform. The reason they don't like you leaving their platform is because they make money off you seeing ads, you seeing sponsored posts, those little ads that pop up like on your Facebook, YouTube, your Facebook feed, your Instagram feed, things that say sponsored. Those are paid ads. People pay money to put that in front of you. So the longer they keep you on the platform, the more you see it, the more they get paid. It's all about making money. So then what happens is these social media companies start to get a little greedy. They want to make more money. Well, how do they make more money? By limiting who sees your stuff. Why? Because people will pay to make more people see their stuff. It's when you actually break it down, it's really simple. Most social media platforms limit who sees your stuff. About 10% of the people that follow you, 10 to 15%, is what will actually see what you post. Now, this doesn't matter if it is your personal Facebook page. Maybe you wonder why, hey, I post something, but nobody likes my stuff anymore. Well, it's because nobody's engaging with you on a regular basis. The people that engage with you on a regular basis are the ones that are more likely to see your stuff. This is why engagement's good. Those thumbs up, the comments on YouTube, all this stuff. All right, like Aaron just said in the chat, it's all about making money. You know, I can go into Facebook and I put a post on my Facebook business page for the Northwoods. We have 2,000 people that like that page and follow that page. Any given post I put on there, only about 200 to 250 people will actually see it. Oh, that seems stupid. I did all that work to get those followers. And now you're not going to let people see what I post? It's about money. I can go into Facebook ads and I can put an ad on a post I have on my own page and I can promote it to only the people that like my page. And suddenly 90% of the people see my stuff. It's because they want money. So this is what makes it hard to pull people from other social medias to promote your YouTube channel. Now, I will say, I'm not going to tell you not to do it because views are views. And unfortunately, a lot of people fall into a certain thing that, well, I like this social media. I like Facebook. Or, well, I don't like Facebook, Instagram. Or I'm a Twitter fan. Well, all these things are platforms. You get these little cliques of people that like what they like. And people might watch a video from YouTube, but it's hard to get that subscriber that clicks a YouTube video on Facebook. They might watch it, but it's hard to get them to actually come over to YouTube, get them, one, logged into YouTube with their Google account, if they even have one, and then subscribe. You know, so these are the things. And this is another thing that Aaron just said. A lot of these people watch from a cell phone. And this is something Facebook don't want to give up. So when you click a video in Facebook, it's not opening it in your YouTube app that you may already be logged into, even if you do have a login. It's opening up in a Facebook browser that you're not logged into YouTube. So somebody's like, I got my YouTube app, I click this video, it opens it up. I'm not going to worry about signing in to subscribe. Screw it, I'm done. And they'll leave. You might get a view, but your chances aren't you're going to get a subscriber. So there's things that we try to do to try to help build communities in multiple platforms. The more your name is out there, the more people will try to look for you in other platforms. The better your chances to try to pull those people from one to the other. But you have to spend a little bit of time building those communities. And you can't build a community on another social media right off the bat of, hey, I'm a YouTuber, come watch my stuff. Because everyone's going to go, well, that's the only reason why I'm here, to watch your stuff. Well, I'm not signing up for that, because that's kind of the way Facebook people are. It's kind of the way any social media platform is. They like their platform. So this is kind of why, Facebook is trying to directly compete with YouTube now. They've pulled video into Facebook now. And for those of you that don't know it, you can now monetize video on Facebook if you get enough followers. Identical to what YouTube's doing. Why? Because they want to keep you on the platform. They want to make money. So, but there is some things we can do. One of the things that if you are going to do Facebook, make sure you're setting up a business page for your Facebook, for your YouTube channel. Don't try doing it just on your plain, personal Facebook. Actually create a page for it. There's some benefits of this. One, it's a page. It's not your personal stuff. You can kind of keep your personal from your YouTube a little bit separate if you want. You can do other things. And one of the things we like to do is we like to create Facebook groups. But they're not groups that I own them, but I don't technically own them in Facebook. They're owned by my business page. So my business page is the administrator of that group. It does a couple things by doing it that way. One, the Facebook group gives me analytics and everything just like it does on YouTube. And I know what my growth is and what the interaction in the group is and all this stuff. Some great analytics stuff going on. But it ties my name of my business page into that group. It gives me clout in that group as far as that group builds. And the groups, like I said, don't go in, just like don't go e-begging. Don't go into a group begging for views. Not at first. You have to build a community. We started a Facebook group for us because, we have our RV page, our Northwoods RV Life page. I created a couple groups. I created an outdoor cooking group. I created a Blackstone group because we do those things on our channel as well. But my goal with that was to build that community, not shove YouTube down their throat right away. Let that community build. Let them kind of start to see who I am. Interact with me, comment, start to get following. What we've seen this year happen with our efforts in that, in January, at the turn of the new year, our Facebook group had about 1,500 followers or members in that group. It was slow, little interaction. I had to go in there and kind of post, show me what you're cooking on your Blackstone today or whatever to get engagement. Engagement is important because, like I said earlier, the more your engagement there is, the more reach you have. All social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, doesn't matter. As engagement started to happen in that group, what we started to see was the group started to grow. It started out, I was getting 20 new people a day and 30 new people a day. And then, like I said, at the turn of the year, New Year's, we were at about 15. And last month, we hit 25,000 members. Suddenly, they started to change things. And instead of 30 or 40 or 50 people a day, we were seeing 300, 400, 500 people a day joining the group. And that's because Facebook is letting people see it. They're suggesting it. There's engagement. Facebook is excited about it. We'll keep you on the platform. So now that was the time for me to start saying, okay, I've built my community. Now I can go ask them for something. I've provided value to them. I've scratched their back. Now it's time for them to ask them to, support me, scratch my back. So we started putting in there, asking, follow our YouTube page, check out our Blackstone group, our Blackstone playlist, check out our videos. Started out good. We ended up with about, first couple weeks we started doing that. Hey, 100 new subscribers on YouTube. Great. This is great. So then we decided, okay, let's push this a little more. We announced that we're going to give away a Blackstone griddle. Cost me $85. They have a choice of a Blackstone griddle or a gift card. By the way, if you haven't entered, go to our website, Northwoods RV Life. Make sure you enter that. We draw a winner on June 1st. What's happened is that I set up a page on our web page that they go to enter. On that web page, it has a couple things that they need to do to enter the drawing. 1, they subscribe to our YouTube channel. 2, they like our Facebook page. 3, they give us their email and they click enter to win. This does 3 things for me. 3 major things for me. 1, this past 30 days that we've been doing this giveaway, we've added 425 subscribers. Our Facebook grown by 425 new people. And I've collected 425 emails to our email list. So now what I've done is that 425 people that only maybe 5 or 10 may have been seeing my stuff because Facebook wants money. I now have them in my email list. I can email them every week or month or whenever I release a video. I can do a email, mailing, and I can put an email right in their email. Check out our new video. It's all about connections and how you use those connections to help leverage what you're doing. Now, granted, doing a giveaway, we're going to lose a certain amount of those subscribers when the giveaway is done. We might lose 10, 20%, but some are going to stick around. We've done a couple of giveaways similar to this over the last year, and they always work really well, and we always end up maintaining a lot of subscribers. And for the little bit of cost, for $85, I've gained 425 subscribers. If I were to pay for Facebook ads, YouTube ads, things like that, $85 would have probably got me 5 subscribers. It's huge. Yes, don't just spam with links with your videos. I am in a couple RV groups and stuff, and I'll post videos in there when we put them out. And yeah, the people who administrate those groups, they don't like it. The people in the groups sometimes don't like it, especially when there's a lot of people doing it. And people will report it to the admins, and then they'll boot you out of the group. And for all things, I got booted out of an RV group for wanting to give away a Blackstone. I've posted videos in there for over a year, but they kicked me out for posting a giveaway for a Blackstone. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and let's pull up our list here again. A little bit more about social media. We covered business pages. We've covered Facebook groups. I don't know if that's flashing on your page, but it's flashing on mine. So I'm going to go ahead and unshare that. Try to reshare that. See if we can get rid of the flash in there. All right, that looks better. Okay, so we've covered Facebook page, groups, Facebook stories. This is another great thing. Even we're not utilizing stories to their potential. You have stories both on Instagram and Facebook, and it's just ways to cause engagement. Put out a new video, post a story about it. Check out our new video over on YouTube. Check out new video from your Facebook page, whatever that you've shared. Things like that. Facebook Live. This is a way that you can try, especially for you guys that do live streaming. If you do it in StreamYard, if you want, you can do live streams to both your YouTube channel and your Facebook page or Facebook group live at the same time, same stream. So if you're having trouble with people engaging and coming over to YouTube, you could maybe try doing this, get them engaged on Facebook, and maybe they'll get more interested in coming over and checking you on YouTube. If not, over time, you've built a Facebook library of videos that you can monetize too at some point in time. Just another way to try to grow overall engagement. Next thing we're going to talk is link shorteners like Bitly. This is something that can try to help you a little bit on social media. Facebook don't like shorteners. In fact, a lot of shorteners that you try to use to create a short link, Facebook will actually remove your post and tell you that it doesn't comply with community standards. The exception of that is Bitly. I find that odd. That tells me that Facebook's got some money in the game when it comes to Bitly. Because Bitly, they will allow, they won't flag for community standards. And if it's, you use a Bitly link to like a YouTube video, you actually get a little more reach on Facebook from it because the link isn't YouTube. They know what YouTube is, and trust me, they try to stop it altogether if they can. But other links, they don't stop as much. So by using a Bitly link for certain things, like maybe to your website, maybe your YouTube channel, blog post, whatever, things like that. By using Bitly links, you will see a little bit more reach and engagement on Facebook, simply because Facebook will allow it a little bit more. They still restrict it. Not as bad as something that you just actually post a YouTube video. When they know you're going to YouTube, they definitely stop that. I mean, they limit that quite a bit. Okay. So let's go here. Let's read a little bit of what's going on here in the group. Doreen says she gets most of her reviews for sharing my videos on Facebook groups for the craft of doing 84.5%. And this is the one thing that you will see with Facebook. And this is another good reason to have your own groups that you control. Where your Facebook business page will see 10 to 15% engagement, typically. Your Facebook groups sometimes are, 30, 40. I've even seen as high as 50, 60% reach on some stuff. So by doing that, Aaron says, Bitly link, you can track the engagement of the link. Yep. There's some good points in using Bitly. I use it if I'm posting affiliate links. I use Bitly so that they don't necessarily know that it's an affiliate link. And we'll get a little bit into affiliates later if we have time. So, okay. All right. Make sure you come back and check out the rest of the stream, Burning Up the Roads. I know you've been getting a lot out of this stuff. So, all right. So let's go ahead and we'll pop up our list here again. So that is link shortener. So wherever you can use Bitly, I suggest using it. It'll try to increase your engagement a little bit. So next up is Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook, if you don't know it. A lot of the stuff with their algorithms are very similar to Facebook as far as limiting reach, engagement, and all those things like that. There's certain things you can do on Instagram. If you go out and actually search what the maximum size of an Instagram feed post is, use every inch of space that you can get. It'll help. Things you can do, like they try to, make it so you can only have one URL on your Instagram bio or profile. We've tried the whole kind of link tree sort of thing. We actually did it internally to our own website, where we had a landing page that had, button links to things like our latest video, our website, or Facebook, things like that. So you can have multiple links. After you get past the first link, you find people kind of die off. They don't want to click on the next link. They click on something and they're like, oh, well, this wasn't what I expected, and they get out of it. So what we've actually done is that when we promote a video for that day, we change the URL to the actual URL of the video. And we've had a little bit more luck with that, of people actually going to the bio page and click the link and actually get into the video. So that helps. All right. So, and then also with Instagram, you have IGTV, which is, you can do short videos over there as IGTV. And there is some tricks because you can't do the swipe up feature unless you have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Ungodly. Who dreamt that one up? But anyways, there is some tricks you can do with IGTV and stories. So if you can get them to a story and watch an IGTV video, you can do a hacked swipe up. So there's some things that you can do there. There's lots of videos out on YouTube to go find out how to do that. Instagram stories, same as Facebook. You can have accounts linked together so that when you do a story on Facebook or on Instagram, it does the story on Facebook. Kill two birds with one stone, not have to spend so much time on it. You have Instagram Live. If you're somebody that likes popping up the cell phone and doing some vlogging here and there, you can do Instagram Live and do some live video on Instagram to help promote your communities and brand over there, to help build that community, which then in turn eventually you can try to pull them into YouTube. One that people don't ever think about is Pinterest. And we're really lagging on this, but I'll tell you, this is one of our target areas to improve on here in the coming months. And I'm going to show you why. Let me come to Pinterest. And let me share that page out. Chrome, Pinterest. All right. Can you see that, guys? This is our Pinterest Business Hub. If you sign up for Pinterest for your YouTube channel, do it as a business account. It's free. Gives you analytics and everything like you can on YouTube in Pinterest. But I wanted to point out, we only have a couple posts that we've really done. I have some boards that I've thrown some random stuff that's not ours in, like some photography poses and some camp cooking type stuff. But we've really only done like 3 or 4 posts that are nice, that are branded to us. This is something we have to work on, is our branding and post on Pinterest. The reason why Pinterest, you might ask, everyone's like, oh, well, there's recipes over there, right? No, there's a whole lot of how-to. And a lot of that how-to is how to, RV hacks and mods. Well, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to get people to watch our videos, right? How-tos, mods. The other reason I'll give you Pinterest. Top 3 search engines in the world. Number 1, Google. Number 2, YouTube. Number 3, Pinterest. Why wouldn't we use it? Now, if you look on this, we only have a handful of pins here. Look at our monthly viewers. 12.5 thousand people have seen our pins a month. and we've only got a handful of them. We have 11 people following us. We haven't even tried yet. 70 of our pins have been saved to other boards. 165 link clicks. If you look at this one here's their smoked chicken barbecue. Okay, and what I've done here is I created this here and I have it go to a blog post on our website. Okay, so they click the link, they go to the website, and you're probably not going to see that because I opened it up in a different window. So let me unshare that and I'll pop up the window that it actually went to. Okay, so this is the blog post on our website. Oh, look, it's a YouTube video. They went right to our YouTube video. How about that? What am I doing? I'm embedding my YouTube video in a blog post on our website that is searchable by Google, and I make a pin to it. So what have I done with this video? I have it on the #1 search engine in the world, the #2 search engine of the world, and now the #3 search engine of the world. I'm trying to drive what's called traffic funnels. This is a marketing term. I'm driving traffic. I'm funneling traffic to my video. So you come down. Oh, look, there's a recipe. Okay. Cool, right? Well, then you might look at some ones here. Let's see what other blog posts I have. I had one here. I can't remember which one it was. Let's see. It might have been our Tequananum one, maybe. So here's our Tequananum Falls one that we put on here that people can find. Oh, what's this? It's an affiliate link for Amazon in my blog post. So not only am I causing traffic to my site, Google, Pinterest, whatever. Oh, look, I can put ads on my blog post and possibly make money. This is great. Use what you can use and leverage it to the best to your ability. Some great stuff here, guys. Farmoki said, what is IGTV? And it's Instagram TV. It started out where you could only have a video less than 15 seconds. And now they've changed it so the video has to be more than 15 seconds. And I believe less than 15 minutes. But you can do video over on Instagram, little short things. People like to do some vlog type stuff over on Instagram. Just another means to build a community and eventually try to pull people in from other social media. Okay. So we went ahead. We've covered Pinterest, blog post, website. If you're serious about your Instagram, or if you're serious about your YouTube and you want your YouTube to grow, be found from other sources, other social media, having a website or at least a blog post site is kind of the glue that kind of helps hold everything together. It's the point where you can kind of pull people from different sources, have your, if you have an affiliate links system like Amazon, things like that, you can include stuff on that website, give yourself a chance to make money other than just putting links in your videos. Some great things. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll move on to how to make money on YouTube. And this is just this is in no means in depth, but we're just going to kind of breeze over this section before we wrap this up here. So what you can do is the most common way people make money on YouTube is affiliate marketing or monetization through YouTube. Now, you got to know you're not going to make a ton of money getting monetized unless you're some super big mega channel, like Aaron. Not really. I know Aaron's probably not making a lot of money either. But you're not going to make tons of money on monetization of videos on YouTube. You're talking about once you're monetized, every 1,000 views, you might see anywhere, depending on what market you are on YouTube, it could be anywhere from $1 per 1,000, $5, $6, dollars, depending on what market you're in or niche that you are in on YouTube. From what I've kind of heard from RVers, I think we kind of fall into the $2 to $3, $4 range tops, sort of thing for per 1,000 views on YouTube. So you're not going to make a ton of money doing this stuff, especially as when you first get monetized. Like I said, you got to be a really good sized channel in order to create substantial money from just monetization. So what a lot of people will do, they'll turn to affiliate marketing to try to make some money to help recoup their time and effort and any costs that they might have into what they put into their YouTube channel. The biggest one with this is Amazon affiliates. Or Amazon Associates account to start with. Amazon will pretty much give most anybody an Associates account to start out. There are some guidelines with Amazon Associates. If you don't have a sale in the first 180 days, they will cancel you. So that's important that if you're going to become an affiliate, make sure you got a little bit of following so that you can hopefully get that first sale. So that you can get approved and stay monetized or stay an affiliate with Amazon. Now, you don't make a ton of money, and concluding last month, Amazon announced that they slashed commissions from their Amazon Associates accounts by well more than half, some areas as high as 60%. So where we was making between $60 and $100 a month in Amazon affiliate fees, it looks like this month, it looks like we're probably only going to make about $30, $35 in that. So that's hard going, hard bite to chew, especially if you're one that was doing a lot of affiliate marketing and getting a decent paycheck from Amazon. Those people are taking a really big hit right now. Other affiliate programs to keep in mind that are out there, because Amazon's not the only one in the game. Pretty much anything that you can think of, store, retail, whatever, has an affiliate program. Now, Amazon's the most popular because what can't you really buy on Amazon? Not much. I mean, just about everything you can buy on Amazon. So it really is kind of the go-to. And in years past, they've actually paid pretty decent commission rates. And this latest cut was really probably overdue, but of course it hurts nonetheless. But so we're going to pop our list back up here, and we're going to talk a little bit about these other affiliate marketing opportunities here. There's other programs that are out there because some retail stores and stuff will go to an affiliate program or network and won't run their own affiliate program because of the time and resources it takes to do that. And some of those networks are Advanalink and CJ. And you can find those at advanalink.com and cj.com. And they will typically have, hundreds, if not thousands of stores that you can apply to be an affiliate through once you join their network for free. We haven't done CJ as of yet, although I think there's a couple stores in there that we would like to get that I think we're probably going to be looking at soon. But we are a member of the Advanalink network, and we are affiliates for a number of different places, like Good Sam Roadside Service, Travel Assistant, things like that. We're also an affiliate, with a number of places like Adidas Outdoors. We just got the email this morning that we are now an affiliate with REI, which is an outdoor sporting goods retailer from mostly out west. we're an affiliate link. One of the big ones for us is Walmart that we can do. And we really wanted to get that because we do so much stuff with Blackstone, and Blackstone is putting out so much stuff that is Walmart exclusive. You can't get it anywhere else. So by getting that affiliate, that has really helped us and trying to push Blackstone products. Just little ways that you can try to make money with affiliate marketing. Other ways that you can try to make money with your YouTube channel is by promoting, possibly maybe you have an Etsy store that you make crafts that you want to sell. And these are the ways for you to promote it is with your YouTube channel. You can help drive sales to your Etsy store for maybe craft goods that you make online and sell online. So it's an easy way to promote it is with your YouTube channel and try to make money. Another way you can do is by selling merch, which if you're not familiar with the term merch, is merchandise that is typically branded for you. Doesn't have to be branded for you, though. You can do other things. But selling merchandise. And a couple of the big ones is Teespring. Teesprings, you can do merch that's you can do your branded stuff. You have your t-shirts, your coffee mugs, hats, things like that, stickers, things like that you can sell as merch, and you get a cut of the sale. Another good one that some people don't realize is Amazon merch. If you have all the images and things that you want printed on a t-shirt, you can sign up with Amazon merch and upload the images, same as Teespring, and you don't have to keep any inventory or anything like that. Just somebody buys it, they'll print it on demand and ship it out, and you get a cut of the sale. Some great things there. The last thing that we'll try to talk about is digital download. Now, you can get affiliate marketing with a lot of software applications that are out there, and you can get paid a little bit of commission if somebody pays for like a premium version of the software, maybe applications for a cell phone, things like that. Or you can create your own digital downloads. And these can be things like checklists on how to set up, tear down your campsite, maybe maintenance checklists, things of this, things that you create that are digital content. Could be Word documents, PDFs, things like that you sell for, say, $1 or something cheap. And people find it, and click on it, and you might have spent maybe an hour or two putting it together. But this is green income that anytime somebody buys that, you make a little money and you haven't put any more effort into it. Ways to make money. Other good ways to make money promoting with YouTube is if you have a book maybe you've written or want to write, publish it as a PDF, have no publishing cost because you published it yourself, put it out there for sale. You can sell it through Amazon. You can sell it through your website or blog post. Sell it through an Etsy store, or if you have a store on your website like we do, you can sell it there as well. So there's lots of different options that you can do to try to make money and promote your YouTube channel the best you can. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and pop that down. So that looks like we only got a few people left in the room. If you're still here, throw that hand up. I'm still here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this up. And we're going to get out of here for the day, and we're going to try to enjoy the rest of our day. Looks like a beautiful Friday here in Michigan. Rain's finally looking like it's going to be over with and start to dry out. And we hope you guys all have a great weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow at 1 p.m., I will be interviewing Jason from Imagine Your Odyssey over on our Northwoods RV Life channel. So make sure if you get a chance, go ahead and check in on that. And with that, we'll go ahead and we'll see you the next time in the next video. Bye, guys.